Afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me. I was invited to speak today on behalf of the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank because we are on the front lines. We are distributing food directly to people in need in LA County and to our 700 plus agency partners in LA County. So our 700 plus partners are, small pantries, church pantries that distribute food once a month, maybe twice a month to the larger meal programs that you might see in the Skid Row area. And we are also partnering with new partners such as the county and school districts at this point. When the pandemic hit early in 2020, the supply chain was severely impacted. That was a huge challenge for us because we couldn't get the food that we needed. LA County, the new food security branch, reached out to us, and with their assistance, we were able to purchase foods that, Los Angeles persons eat on a regular basis. So, cereal, rice, beans, soup, peanut butter, and much more. The food was given to our agency partners and also distributed at our large collaborative distributions that you may have seen on the news. These distributions take place anywhere between 3 to 4 times per week throughout LA County. Our distributions have increased by 145% compared to pre-pandemic period. The people who receive food are very appreciative of all of our collaborative efforts. There are families who never thought that they would need to receive food from a charitable organization. Some families have one or more family members who are out of work. With children attending school remotely, families need additional food to provide meals and snacks throughout the day for these children. A mother and father with 2 children recently stated that they had to move in with a family member. They were in our line because they had both lost their job in the hospitality industry. They didn't have money to contribute for rent to this family member. So they wanted to pick up food as a means to contribution. They had depleted all of their savings and they were still waiting for their unemployment benefits to kick in. We interviewed a senior that was alone in a car. We asked, how many additional food boxes are you requesting? And she said, as many as I can get. I need to take food back to other seniors in my building who are too afraid to go out, who desperately need food or are immobile. In our food lines, we see seniors driving in together to receive food. We also see multi-generational families receiving food. A single mother of 3 was interviewed not too long ago. And she stated that prior to the pandemic, she was living paycheck to paycheck with her 3 girls, and that was okay for her. She said, but she's not even doing that now. Lower income households are the hardest hit because they're struggling now, and they were struggling prior to the pandemic. They are disproportionately impacted, and the majority of those families come from ethnic communities. I've had the privilege to work for the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank for 19 years. I manage our in-kind donations and our agency network. I rarely interacted with food recipients prior to the pandemic, except for visits to agency sites. However, now due to the pandemic, I often receive phone calls from persons seeking food assistance. I remember answering a phone call late one evening during the pandemic, at the height of the pandemic. The woman on the other line told me she was a mother and she had a sick child at home. Her food supply was going to run out within 24 hours. She was upset and crying. I told her, give me your name and your phone number and I'll see how I can get food to you. Her name was very similar to my daughter's first name, and her last name was my daughter's last name. It hit me. And I thought, wow, this could be me or this could be my child. That's why it's important to continue working together to help food insecure persons in LA County. I can share many stories with you about individuals that are food insecure from all parts of LA County. Um, we need your assistance. Many of these stories are available on our website under the stories section. You can read more stories. You can support the food bank in our fight against hunger by volunteering or donating funds at lafoodbank.org. Our collaborations with LA County have helped us so much. We just need to highlight that for everyone involved. And thank you. And please support us by going to our website. Thank you.